taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
A look at the Pistons starting group. And for the Thunder, we've got Wembanyama, Edwards out there with Williams, and it's the great one in at the 2. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A. And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Outside Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Beyond the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Hey guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Takes a 3, sends it home from three-point land.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight, and he said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Brian, back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Shoots from 12, and he nails the jumper.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Giddey scanning the floor. All alone. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Red hot out of the gates. Keep it rolling.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's the great one. In the game against New York, very impressive. Outside Wembanyama, 6 to shoot. The great one passes to Williams. And now the Pistons in transition. From behind the arc, he drops it from range. He's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And so Mark Dagnall will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. In the third spot, the Pistons.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Williams finds Wembanyama. Over Bull. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Legs, you look at Jalen Williams coming out of college. Early doubts about his athletic ceiling proving unfounded.
No question about it. There were limitations placed on him as an athlete because he's got a fairly unique build if you think about it. Really long arms and barrel-chested, but his agility really opening eyes.
Well, you can never underestimate the heart, and he plays with a lot of it.
Absolutely.
Here's Bull following the three by Oklahoma City. Clock at 4 from Pete Giddy. Porzingis sets a screen. Launches it from deep. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wembanyama screen. Fires high post. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Giddy. There's a screen by Bull. Giddy passes to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance. He's got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
It's Edwards on the wing. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Pass to Williams. Wembanyama screen. Here's the great one. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor.
Oh, showing off his moves. Giddy can be pretty sly with the ball.
For 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. First quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Bam Adebayo is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's the great one in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
The great one passes to Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. It's tipped. Antetokounmpo, left side. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And stolen by Antetokounmpo for the finish. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Michael Porter on the wrong end of that one.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. looking at some stats for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
And it's Detroit with the ball. The Thunder making their last shot. From the arc. But that's another board.
And with every rebound, he creeps closer to the single-season franchise record.
It's been a magical season for him on the glass. I know all the fans of this team want to see him set the record. Pass to the great one. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama screen. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta. Give him 8.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Wembanyama. Right wing. Here's the great one. Adebayo sets a screen. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Tries from 6 feet. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
The seeding for the Eastern Conference with only 4 games of the regular season remaining. You take a look at the Pistons. They've been grinding out enough wins to place 4th in the conference right now.
Well, I think for the Pistons, they're so focused on holding their ground now in the last month of the season. And of course, missing the play-in tourney means extra time to rest. They know how crucial that is for the playoffs.
And so he makes both from the line.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Outside Porter. To the inside. Oh, Adebayo, forceful.
Well, that's why you get Adebayo involved in screen and rolls. He really knows how to execute that.
Detroit moving the ball around. And Bull, here we go. Good on the shot. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Stolen by Giddey. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Great D that time from Porter.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Guys, back to you.
An all-purpose player. Thank you, Allie.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. These are not expect the teams to challenge at the rim. The best in the NBA in shot blocking. Fourth, the Thunder.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
.124 left to play in the half. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. 12 points for him.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Porzingis, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Thunder trail by 5. Outside, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
Pass to Porzingis. Puts up a 3. Edwards pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Adebayo just cooking inside.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
The Pistons have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. The 3. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Count that bucket. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Pistons ahead. They lead by a bucket. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high field goal percentage, and that's exactly what's happened here. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. We've got Kristaps Porzingis. He's out there with Bol. Josh Giddey out there with Zach LaVine. Fires it. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Thunder trail by 4. Here's the great one. Wembanyama, screen on Giddey. And rejected. And they recover it. Here's the great one. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Now here's Giddey. 5 points in the game. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And again, it's Detroit converting. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside, Williams. Adebayo against Porzingis. Wembanyama, high post. Over Bull. Porzingis grabs the board.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Outside Giddey. Detroit moving the ball around. From deep. The Thunder with the rebound. Wembanyama. Pass to Adebayo.
Oh my goodness. 2 loud points for Bam.
The Pistons leading. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
And the Pistons making a change here. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the great one. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game. And stolen by Edwards. To the paint. The kick out to Williams. Pass to the great one. Wembanyama, screen on Giddey. Outside Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. The great one. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
I just love the ball movement.
Pistons trail by 4. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes of grabs a rebound again.
And with that, he's tied the franchise's all-time record for rebounds in a season.
And looking to eclipse it in short order. He won't be stopped. Such a wide-open look. And now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And some changes here for Detroit. Lively, he's checked in for Bull. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Porzingis. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Giddey. Pistons trail by 7. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. To stop the run. He can't get it to go.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Down low. The 3 ball. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Pass to the great one. And here's Adebayo. Rejected by Lively. Adebayo against Antetokounmpo. Over Adebayo. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Thunder leading by 4. And for all the talk of unicorn centers, a lot to be said for a rim-running big man like Derek Lively, Tim.
Yeah, his mobility fits the modern game, BA. He can move his feet which allows him to cover in space. And then on the break and as a rim roller, watch your head.
Finished off the break. Wembanyama's got 10. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points. He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Wembanyama, screen on Antetokounmpo. Puts the move on. Wembanyama puts it up and through.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
From outside the arc. It pulls in another board.
And that last rebound, a special one for this guy, having a special season.
Breaking the franchise record for rebounds in a season. Congrats to the new record holder. Shot clock at 5. The 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Williams. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's the great one in it for 2. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Porzingis sets a screen. The 3 is up. They get the rebound. The deep 3. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to the great one. Back to Edwards. The 3 is up. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. And he goes in for the dunk.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Giddey. Shot to stop the run. Sinks it from distance.
Beautiful execution, getting it away quickly. Giddey just wasting no time.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Wembanyama screen. Wide open look. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Porzingis punishing inside.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
The great one passes to Edwards. Now here's Wembanyama. Fires from deep. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
And Giddey has got the ball here for Detroit. And there's the screen. Outside Porzingis. Here's Bull. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
Wembanyama, screen on Giddey. From deep. Rebounded by Giddey. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Porzingis. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Free throw good from Porzingis.
Standing at 7-3. We have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Both free throws good from Porzingis.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
Thunder leading by 10. Here's Wembanyama. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Crosses over, and he lays it in.
Well, as a defender, it's hard to overcome a height disadvantage when you're that close to the basket.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Williams against Porzingis. Now Wembanyama. And the 3 misses.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Fires the 3. Buries it from outside.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Flushes it down with both hands.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
A minute 22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. Here's Wembanyama. Edwards fires. He drills the wide open jumper.
Well, in that mid-range area, Edwards is money. The defense must guard him better than this.
Wembanyama with it. On the wing, Williams. Puts up the tray. The 3 is in.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Now here's Giddey. Outside Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Goes again. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
First team foul. At the line for your thunder, number 17.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.